Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is another this is another edition. This is another edition of audio. Hold on one second. This is another edition of my daily diary of working as a black electrician in Local 3, New York City. The audio version for YouTube. Thank you. So what do I have to report today? Oh my goodness. Listen, today's January 13th, I think, 2026. Today is Tuesday. I forgot when the last time I made an audio video. I think it was like a week ago. Well, anyway, things are getting intense. All right. Now, not only I have a so-called Dominican guy not liking me, and I'm not talking to him, he's not talking to me. Now I got two Caribbean brothers not wanting to giving me a hard time, not liking me all of a sudden, making, how you call those things? Maybe a passive aggressive comments and passive aggressive, I forgot how you call it, hold on. I guess you could call it passive aggressive gestures towards me, negative passive aggressive gestures towards me. It's getting bad, it's getting ugly. It's getting a little ugly, it's growing, okay? These guys seem like they don't like me for whatever reason. But one thing I noticed about all three of these guys that don't like me, and this is weird, you're not gonna believe me, you don't understand, you might not understand, you might not have that experience, but would you believe all three of them, one thing they have a common, minus the fact they're from the Caribbean, islands and Dominican, the Dominican Republic, and so on and so forth. They all, when I first met them, when I really first met them, they all showed me pictures of their girlfriends, pictures of this, picture of family issues and things. Told me about their personal big mama and shot a tall, nice looking daughter. Damn. One of these white Muslim looking chicks. White Muslim looking people that's starting to live in Staten Island. But anyway, yeah, so where was I? So there, I mean, it's strange. I know it said what had to do with anything, but that's just it. What does show me your pictures? I barely know you, maybe a week or two. You show me your pictures, you tell me about your life, your past, you tell me about your personal business, how much money you got, what kind of house you got, your history, your past. And then 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks later, you're hating me, you're not liking me, you're not talking to me, making passive aggressive comments, making negative gestures, negative looks. And I haven't done nothing. You're probably saying maybe you did something to him. And I mean, in all honesty, if I did, I wouldn't even be making this audio video commentary on YouTube. But I didn't. I have not done anything to these people other than to exist. Now, listen, another thing we have in common, they have in common, is they work under a foreman that for whatever strange reason, he doesn't like me. I mean, he literally does not like me and makes my life miserable. But in a way that, honestly, how can I say this? I know a lot of bus passing by. I don't know why. It's the first time that I walked this strip. I see this many buses. I mean, I am coming at a later time, but like an hour and a half than I normally come by. I get his rush hour, but looking for a job, $22 an hour, you know the deal, right? All right. Anyway, I don't think YouTube likes that, but I don't know. I'll find out one day. So what was I saying? Yeah, so that's another thing they have in common. So I believe, so where I'm getting at is that I believe this foreman is telling them, see, oh man, there's a lot to digest and process if you haven't been following me, but this foreman doesn't really like me for whatever reason. Okay, I explained that to you, and so not only doesn't like me, but so you know what? And I know this is crazy. I can't say this with a straight face without making me look like a bad guy. But the other foreman, the general foreman, and I guess you won't call the number two, he doesn't like me neither. So goes without saying. It goes without saying that maybe all three of them are starting to put things in people's heads to tell them not to like me. And since the black people, Caribbean people, want to keep their jobs really bad because they got issues and problems, and kids and this and that, and big bills to pay, because I really don't. They'll do anything to keep their job. They'll do anything to keep their, who's that asshole? They'll do anything to keep their job, even if it means stabbing me in the back and trying to passive aggressively get rid of me. You know, by saying things, doing things, isolating me. You know, that's a famous, well-rehearsed doctrine of people who don't like you. They'll try to isolate you and try to keep you from being part of the group or crowd or the job or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, kid. I mean, I don't know about this, how to explain this. I don't know how else to say this. I don't know how else to express it, but yeah, this started to give me a little bit of a hard time, and so I don't know what it's gonna lead to. You know, maybe they're trying to get rid of me. I'm not gonna say they're trying to. They are trying to get rid of me. They want me to leave the company, I guess, by quitting or doing or saying something stupid or hurtful. But yeah, I know it's just wild. This is what happens when you on these type of the construction jobs. I'm sure it happens in other places too. But yeah, these jobs are. Yeah, these construction jobs are getting petty like that. If you ain't got Spanish people from immigrant countries coming in and talking behind black people back and trying to get rid of them, and someone been on YouTube. Yeah, now I got to deal with this. You know, not even from white people on the job. That's a whole crazy thing about it. It's not white people on the job doing this to me. So, except for the two top foremen, but other than that, yeah. So I'm gonna try to hang in there and do the right thing and try to keep your guys afloat and abreast to what's going on, and keep a little bit daily log of how I've been treated or how they have treated me or how I've been treated generally speaking on a daily basis. So there's always something. Yeah, I know, I come home a little late. I worked a little overtime today, you know. But yeah, these shop guys are something else. But yeah, except one of them is not a shop guy, the Dominican guy, because that's why he doesn't really bother me that much, because he can't do nothing. He hasn't been in the shop long enough. He's not a made member of the shop, quote unquote. But the other two, the Caribbean guys, yeah, they are. So you know, they can say and do what they want and must take the boss's orders to ostracize me and make me look like a fool, make me look like an idiot. He try to humiliate me, try to isolate me. So, well, so I'm walking in the dark here. You know, sorry about that, but it's better than sitting at home giving the audio version of my daily log. As far as working as an electrician in New York City. A union electrician, you really union? What a difference. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, what is the difference between union and non-union? Money, benefits, that's it, right? The workers are the same, the atmosphere is the same, generally speaking. So, I don't know. That's why, non-union activities and jobs are bigger than union, because what would be the point? I mean, what would be the point? You're doing the exact same thing. You know what I'm trying to say? You're in the exact same atmosphere, talking about the exact same type of people. You know. Man, these guys could. Now, the irony about the whole thing is, they could lay me off. You know, if you don't understand how layoffs work in unions, I'm not going to explain it right now too much. But they could lay me off. And I could go back to the union hall. But since work is so busy, and how you call it, the job, and there's so much job opportunities, and work is so busy in the union field, that that by laying me off, it'll hurt them, because the union will say, well, since you didn't need him, you can't hire right away. You gotta wait maybe 3 or 4 or 5 months. And a lot of companies don't want to do that because when it's time for them to speed up production and they can't call for more men, it'll hurt them. You know what I'm saying? So they're kind of hesitant to just generally give me a general layoff. It will kind of like hurt them in the future. You know. And not only that, but if there's no men to replace me, or they can't just, even if they wanted to wait 4 or 5 months, if times are good and companies are busy and they got their men working, and they need men, and there's a highly limited pool of men. Literally, they'll be waiting a long time. Even if the union penalizes them for 5 months, they might even wait longer for guys to be able to hire guys. For the union to send guys to their jobs. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, I know I'm not good at explaining things, but you hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so they'll be doubly penalized, because if they even if they lay me off, let's say the union doesn't penalize them, there'll still be literally a 2 to 3 4 month wait for them to get somebody to come to their for somebody to come to their job or to hire somebody, because there's, like I said, very limited, if not outright zero men to hire. And, you know, with the Trump crackdown, and a lot of immigrants are now leaving the United States and leaving New York City, regardless of sanctuary city or not. Yeah, that even makes the construction field stressed out for manpower. You understand? So yeah, it's hard to explain, but I hope you get what I'm saying. Or maybe in future audio videos you'll get what I'm saying. So yeah. So it's just kind of stressful for me, but you know, I'm gonna hang on in there, do what I gotta do. Lucky it's a shop steward there, so I'm sure if there's any problems I can always go to him. You know, so we'll see what happens with that. And like I said, I'll just keep my head up and keep moving and keep recording the stupidity I gotta go through with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not even the white guys that give me problems. It's the black ones, the Caribbean ones, how you want to term it or phrase it. Oh boy. And I think it's coming from, you know, the formers that really don't like me. I can't explain the phrase "they don't like me." I can't explain it. Just gotta roll with it, deal with it, and try to understand it. You know what I'm trying to say? Oh boy. Yeah, but maybe future videos will make you help you understand the situation I'm in and the people I'm surrounded by. All right, people. I think I'm gonna end this video. But I said thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. I don't got too much else to say. It's kind of cold. I don't want to keep my hands out exposed to the cold too much. All right. Maybe in future videos I'll expound on what happened today. You know. So right now my thoughts are cold, my feelings are cold, and I'm in a cold working environment. So that's not doing well for me right now. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me. I appreciate it. You got any advice, comments, please feel free to send them to me. All right. Thank you very much, people.